excuse me, Mark. Mark.
Yes?
Hi, sir. I just noticed that my PTO was denied.
Oh, yes it was.
Oh, well, I'm a little confused because when I accepted this job 2 weeks ago, I was under the impression that I would get that date off.
Right, you were under the impression. You know, Rhonda, she has kids. They're out of school that day. She couldn't find a sitter, so, we just made it work.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh my goodness. Rhonda has kids.
Uh-huh.
You don't. So it just seemed more appropriate she should get the day off, don't you think?
No.
Listen, I know you're just planning to take a me day anyway. You
No.
millennials, I just...
No, I have a dentist appointment.
Oh, a dentist appointment. Come here. Lean in a little closer. Smile for me. Oh, a little to the left, a little to the right. Up, down. There we go! Brilliant smile. Your teeth aren't gonna fall out if you don't go.
I guess not.
No, absolutely not. So, just reschedule. Oh, that reminds me. I noticed you've only been working the specified required work hours. It says here you've been coming in at 8:30, leaving at 6.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna need you to sign up for some more volunteer work hours.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what?
Volunteer work hours, I know. Listen, with volunteer work hours, we all, it's really about being a team player, and you wouldn't want to be the only one who's not a team player, would you?
I guess not.
No. By the way, we don't have a budget, so we can't pay you. And I know we can't make you work more than 40 hours a week, but what does it matter, We call them volunteer hours to make you feel good about yourself.
I don't really feel good about it.
You will eventually.
Hey, girl, I have been looking all over for you. Janine, that's what I thought. Okay. So we are all signing this retirement card for Deborah.
Okay, who's Deborah?
Oh, she's the woman who had your job before you.
Oh, well, I didn't really know Deborah. Do you think it's appropriate that I'm signing her card?
Appropriate? Oh, you're serious? No, don't you feel like it's kind of obligatory? If it weren't for her leaving, you wouldn't have a job, so.
I guess so.
Yeah. Oh, and here's the envelope you can put your money in. It's a $1,000 minimum donation to her retirement fund. Yeah.
What? No, that's...
Oh, no, girl, you can donate as much as you want to. Feel free to $2,000, $3,000, doesn't matter. So I'm going to Williams-Sonoma after work to get her gift. It's an engraved soda stream with the company logo on it. It's gonna be cute.
Okay, but I didn't know Deborah.
Oh, I know. That's why I got you this binder. It's a list of all of her likes, her dislikes, her professional accomplishments, husband's information, her children's names, their social security numbers. Oh, her address is in there and the key code so you can get in, so you can do your own recon if you want to.
Okay, but why would I need all of this?
Oh, Mark didn't tell you? Girl, you are hosting the retirement party. See, we all kind of busy with our extra volunteer hours, so you were nominated. Look at you, just shining out here.
I have a few questions about the...
Oh gosh, Janet, I'm so sorry.
Janine.
It doesn't matter.
No, okay.
I see you're starting on Deborah's retirement party.
Right, yes, and I had some questions.
Team player. Let me just show you a few key pages. Okay, so if you open up here, I don't know, it's like one of these folders.
Sure.
There we go, right there.
Okay.
This is super important. We have a lot, and I mean a lot of dietary restrictions around here. So I'm gonna need you to write this down because we have a few more to add. I'm gonna need a vegan, a vegetarian, a gluten-free only option, an Atkins, keto, Watkins, cannibal. Ooh, also an iced coffee bar. We've got some more addicts around here. Don't want anyone to get withdrawals.
Cannibal? Live from the ATL, it's ATL Live.
And now, here's your guest host for the evening, Big Kenney!
ATL Live, how's everybody doing this evening? Oh man, thank y'all for having me here. My name is Big Kenney. If you're on social media, they call me Big Kenney, stellar talent of all things media. I am an actor. I'm an expert level improv artist. I'm a 25-year veteran headliner stand-up comedian. I write for television, and I also have my own podcast, which means that I sell cocaine part-time. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want anybody to think that that's true. I sell cocaine full-time. I ain't out here. And money's to be made at all times. And I can sell some cocaine to that band that was up here earlier. I know they need to slow down. Tell you something about my life philosophy. I'm a very accepting person. I don't care who you are. I believe that there's a redeeming quality about everybody because I believe that people, like life, can always be worse. So, for instance, racists. A lot of people hate racists. They're bad people and they have a bad philosophy, but they ain't pedophiles. I'm saying if I gotta choose between the two, you know what I mean? Think about this. You ever been in a conundrum like that? Hey man, I got 2 extra tickets to the Braves game. I could give them to Bob or I could give them to Phil. Man, Bob's a redneck racist. He'd kill you if he had the chance. Yeah, but Phil will hump your kids. Go on, give them to Bob, racist ass. And watch them little rednecks around Phil, Bob. I'm married. Yeah, that's pretty much how it feels right there. And a lot of people talk about marriage. I want to tell you something about marriage. All the negative stereotypes about marriage are true. Every single one of them. Because marriage is the hardest job in the world. I don't care what you do. For your regular job, it's not harder than marriage. People come up to me and go, hey man, I'm a first responder. And I'm like, that's cute. I mean, if that's what you want to do with your time, running up in the burning buildings and stuff, but it ain't harder than marriage. Buddy of mine said, hey, I'm a serviceman. I've been to war. Ooh. Aye, aye, sir. Pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Thank you for your service, but it ain't harder than marriage. I said, buddy, you could be a razor blade taste tester. That ain't harder than marriage. And you know what make marriage the hardest job in the world? It's every day. Every day. Ain't no paid time off. Ain't no 3-day weekends. If you're a dude, you don't really want nobody else working your shift. You see what I'm saying? Just every day wake up. Damn, you. Again. Looking at my wife like you don't want to be nobody else. We gonna go with this yourself shit every day. I was nervous before I got here, so I took an edible. And I realized that edibles have a 2-stage effect. I don't really care for them. They have a 2-stage effect. First stage of edibles is I want my money back. No, serious. I paid $25 for the cookie. I ate the whole cookie. It's been 1 hour and 30 minutes. I don't feel anything. We're going to go back, trash the dispensary, and get my money back. And the second stage of edibles is, bruh, these squirrels are following us. No, the one in the leather jacket keep whispering to the one with the baseball cap on. Yeah, I agree. That's a really nicely made leather jacket for it to be so tiny, but don't get distracted. You know what I mean? No, don't run toward the trees. It's more of them over there. I got hungry once on a trip back from doing comedy on the way back to Atlanta, and everything was closed. It was about 2 in the morning. I was on the highway, and I got hungry, and I started digging around in the car for something to eat. I found a bottled water and a white macadamia nut cookie. And I was about 1 bite away from finishing it before I realized it was another edible cookie. And so I went to the emergency room. And they made fun of me there. I was like, hey man, cause it's Atlanta. So the doctor was like, hey, what's up with you, shouting? What's wrong with you? I said, man, I think I'm having a heart attack. He said, nah, bro, them just heart palp, your shit just beating fast. And so I don't think I can really do the edibles. Been watching a lot of TV with my wife. She's into the investigation discovery. Anybody watch that channel? The murder. Listen to women. What is it about murder that makes women entertained? Anything that's, my wife will be sitting there and then he stabbed her and dragged her into the woods where the animals devoured her bones. And she goes, turn that up. I'm like, there's a show that comes on called Snapped. Documents how a woman killed the hell out of her husband. And then when she get caught, she get like 18 hours community service, something like that. I ain't gonna lie, come on in my house, but when it come on in my house, my wife watch Snap, I watch her ass. Anything on the TV appeal to you too much, we are cutting it off. She said, "Ooh, baby, look at this, how intriguing. She mixed green Jell-O with antifreeze." I said, cut the TV off. Cut the TV off and don't bring no more gel products in my house. No Jell-O, no jelly, no Dr. Scholl gel inserts, none of that. I like that show, Wireless Police Chases. And I know this sounds silly, but every time I watch that show, I cheer for the dude to get away. And I know the dude not gonna get away because in television, for you to have your image shown on the screen, you have to sign what they call a release form. So I'm knowing the dude that signed this release form did not get away. But I still root for him, and everybody does it. No matter who you are, no matter where you from, everybody that watched that show scream at the TV. Black people, run, Pippin! They gave it on you, Playboy! You better pick up your pace, run! Hispanic people, vámonos ese! Rápido, hermano, muévete, muévete! White people, just pull over for God's sakes! He's got the lights on and everything! How could you endanger lives over an expired tag? Hey y'all, that's my time. I'm Big Kenney. And now you're about to see a local digital video from Cool 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 Productions.
Yo, you made it.
Yo, you know I'm not gonna miss my best friend's bachelor party.
Yo, that's why you're my best man, all
Yeah,
right?
man, come on, yeah, man. Yeah.
Big Mark! Yo, Freddie! Good to see you.
Good to see you. How your mama doing?
Oh, my mama good.
Daddy good. Yeah. How y'all doing?
Why is their hug so much longer? Did I hug wrong? That's a secret handshake. I proposed several and he rejected all of them. They just released a dove?
Oh man, y'all really hugged.
Yeah. My name's Freddie.
Marcus, best man.
Oh, best man.
Yeah, Freddie and I met like 2 weeks ago at Target.
Same checkout line.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a large pizza for Mark with the extra Kalamata olives.
Yeah. I had Kalamata olives. That's me.
I love Kalamata olives.
I love Kalamata olives. Yeah. Yo, bring it in here, pizza man.
Yo.
Bring it in here.
Come on.
Hey.
You good? I'm good. You good? Yeah, I'm good.
You good. I'm gonna give you 5 stars, all right?
I appreciate
You
it.
will. You will.
Hey.
5 stars. I never met him before in my life. Yeah.
You know who else deserves 5 stars? You.
What? Yeah. Come on, give it here. 5 stars.
So excited to bring the next comedian to the stage. He has been named one of 8 comedians in Atlanta to watch by Pace Magazine. Put your hands together for Dedrick Flynn!
I don't know what's going on. The show is scary to me. Like, they invite me all the time to come out here knowing that I'm high. And then I don't know what's going on. And then they want me to come up here and just act like, where did that bluegrass band come from? No one even told me that was. I'm already too stressed out. One, I lost my voice at Monster Jam, and I don't regret it at all. I did what I was supposed to do. The problem that happened is that I had to do a show in Fort Walton, Florida, and while I was trying to take a nap inside of a Walmart, a homeless person broke into my car. So I had to pistol whip him off because he wouldn't respect my voice. And I get it. If I was like, yo, get out of here, I swear to God. Dude. Like normally my voice is standard black. Like you can hear it in a whisper. You know, like you can tell. You know what I mean? I got an uncle, like my voice is still raspy regardless. Like I know where all the best food is. That's standard. Anybody with a raspy voice knows where the best food is. But I used to have like a powerful voice, and now I realize that 85% of my personality is my voice. Like nobody respects me anymore because I can't like vocally bully you into submission. Like, I'm that person who's like, you think I'm yelling? You know what I mean? Like I get, but it's like a whole nother octave, and you can feel it. But now I'm just one of y'all. One of y'all lost ones. I want to say before I go further that there's a lot of white women in here, and I just want to make sure y'all don't have to be sad. Like, it's okay. I know the world wants you to promote how sad you are, but I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. When I go to your Instagram bios, it's just what's wrong with y'all in the bio. No other race is doing that. All right, that is strictly white women. They will be like BPD, ADHD, Pisces. Like, I'm not like asthmatic, no ACL, sickle cell anemia. Just, if you crazy, let them find out. That's what dating is. Don't give up the facts at the beginning. It's weird. Like, lie. Also, there's nothing wrong with lying. People are gonna say that it is, and those people are never happy. Think about anybody who wants to be told the truth. That person is always upset. So just like lie, make yourself feel better. Here the thing is, I'm poor as fuck, and the only way that I can treat myself is the best thing in the world is seafood if you're broke. Seafood tastes so fucking good, and if you don't love seafood, you're just not poor enough. All right, just the poorer you get, the better the seafood tastes. It's outstanding. And I can't afford it, but I can donate plasma and then use that money to go get seafood. Now, I don't know the difference between plasma and donating blood, but I can tell you plasma pay more. All right, that's what so if you want to go to Long John Silver's, go donate blood. But if you want to join me at the Juicy Crab and eat like kings, go donate plasma. And so, hey, the best thing about it is, if you don't know what a Juicy Crab is, it's got different names, Crab Hut, Juicy Crab, it got crab in it, and it's usually, honestly, next to a plasma place. All right, it's not far. If you see a Church's Chicken, you're getting close. And this is like a perfect setup for me. God literally gave you guys a cheat code if you want to go live lavish. But the thing was, I ate an edible before I went to go donate plasma. And I know some people might know me from my viral TikTok about eating white people edible. All I can say is that I've grown, I'm a better person, but I did just give a pint of me away. All right, so I wasn't really whole. And I can tell you that 8/9 of me is a bitch. All right, I was way too high. I walked into the Juicy Crab and I could hear everything. Like, I heard a nigga tying his shoes in the back. I couldn't see him, but I know what he was doing underneath the table. And then after that, I heard 32 people sucking on stuff. And that's never supposed to be at max volume. If I am going to hear 32 people sucking on stuff, it's going to be in my room with the volume on 3 so my roommate doesn't know what I'm into. All right? My roommate. But there is a situation sometimes, make sure you close out that screen, guys, because if you get in your car, it will connect to your Bluetooth. All right? And I don't have any AC, so my windows were down, and I had to look the dude in his face, and then he just said, "Is that Sarah J? Sounds like Sarah J." And so I had to move, right? I don't want anybody to know how I come, all right? I don't want anybody, but I don't care if you know. Thank you if you know the lock code. It's not hard. So I got my food to go. I got it to go, and if you've never been to Juicy Crab, what they do, they give you a trash bag, and they put about a gallon of butter in there. and then they'll put whatever the fuck you want in there, right? You want a burger go in there, clams, you want scram, whatever you want, they put it in there. So when I got to go, they just triple bagged it and then handed it to me, and I was like, thank you. And then I went to go home, but I got pulled over by the police. Now guys, here's the thing about it, my tag ain't good. And if I'm being honest with you, it ain't never gonna be good. I'm not really looking into it, I don't care. But the cop that pulled me over, he didn't pull me over for my tag, he pulled me over for distracted driving. He said I was texting and driving because my hand was like in between my lap and I was looking down. And I said, no sir, I was just looking for a clam, right? Because I had my arm like arm shoulder deep into the bag looking for a clam because they was playing with me. Like it was like, sometimes I thought it was a clam, but it was a corn. And so I wasn't texting and driving, and then the cop was looking at me. I was like, you never been to Juicy Crab? He said, I've been to Juicy Crab. I was like, I don't think you have, because my philosophy is if you show up with 100% of the to-go food you arrive with, you're a bitch, all right? And I don't know why. It's the same reason why I don't take 2 trips to get groceries, because I had a good father, all right? And my father would never allow that inside of his household. This is me still talking to the cop, your officer, you know what I mean? So I told him, and he said, well, sir, I can see your phone's up on the window, but now I'm kind of highly inclined to believe that you was jacking off and driving. And I was like, why would you say something like that? Why would you say? He said, sir, you are rock hard right now. And I was like, yeah, because seafood's an aphrodisiac, right? And then he was like, no, aphrodisiac is when somebody else see you eating something, they get turned on. I was like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Because anytime somebody told me I was getting crab legs or shrimp, I was hard as fuck. And I come hard too. Oh, I come big loads. Oh yeah, the PSI pressure from my ball sack can knock a bitch through a window, through a wall, or whatever Lil Jon said. One time I was having sex with a girl, I came and I shot her IUD out her pussy, hit me in my eye, I had a black eye for 10 days. Officer, because I was still talking to him. So he arrested me. He arrested me, and that was earlier today. But like, here the thing is, I escaped because I was so buttery. I just slipped out the handcuffs and then went through the crack of the door. Like, here's Johnny. And then I just got out, and then some of the butter off of me got on the wheel, so the cop car flipped. Car flipped like 8 times, and it's on fire. But I was like, I can't leave him in there in that car. And with the butter, it's so flammable now. So I rushed over. I opened up the car door. He's trying to grab. He's slipping off, and I was like, I don't know how to help you. So he grabbed my shoe, and I pulled him out. Then the nigga tried to arrest me again. And then I was like, get the fuck off of me. He got too cocky. I hit him with a, because I'm still from Atlanta. He tore his ACL and he put it in his bio. Right there. So if you see an APB out for the buttery bandit, it's me. But I'm gonna tell you, like I tell those cops, you gotta come try to catch me, sucker. Does anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns? So far, I know I've opened up a lot. I had a traumatic week. I accidentally saw my friend's dick for like 2 seconds, and then the rest of the 5 minutes was on purpose. Dude, man got a cock on, like a cock. Like I got a dick, he got a cock. Like that's a whole different weight class. Like it looked like 12 tuna cans dick that, like, you know, just, and like 22 pounds. His dick was so big, I started respecting his wife more. Like they just be in arguments and he yelling. I'm like, yo, lower your motherfucking voice, dog. You don't know what she's been through. You ever had to park a F650 into a red Solo cup? No, you haven't. So you sit there and you shut the fuck up. But I had a question for him, and listen, every dude's gonna act like he don't automatically know the math, but I'm gonna walk you through it because I already know what your 2 questions is. So I walked up to him, I was like, yo, how many donuts can you fit on that thing? How many? Right? I respect you not answering because I know your first question. What kind of donuts? Right? Because 8 Dunkin' Donuts ain't 8 Krispy Kreme donuts, right? Well, that might be a have I get it. Okay, your second question, smashed her hole. Okay, and I understand that. So I'm gonna open up the floor. 6 a.m. hot and fresh ready sign, Krispy Kreme. How many can she ring toss on that bad boy? And remember, they're still hot, so they'll kind of seep a little bit. So you can get like an extra 2 on there. Tell me. All right, keep your secrets, dude. I don't give a fuck. You didn't come here to open up. Fuck you, asshole. Guys, it has been a pleasure for y'all to see me. I'm so talented. I didn't even have a voice, but I've touched each and every one of you's hearts. And you all got great taste because you all laughed at my bits. Anybody who didn't laugh is a bad person. We should exercise them out right now. I love you guys. My name is Dedrick Flynn. I'm out.
I'm craving a cocktail, and I'd like something with vodka, preferably handcrafted and potato-based. And make it strong, but I don't want to taste the alcohol. And I'd like fresh ice in it, crushed ice, that is. And I'd like it sweet, but not fruity, but not too sweet. But I'd like to have fresh fruit in it, like a very tart fruit, almost like a vegetable, but not quite. A chill glass, of course. Shaken, but also stirred. As far as a garnish, I'm curious, what kind of leafy greens do you offer? Get that crap out of here. No.
There's no better shift drink than a Wild Heaven beer.
Next up, we have a short form troupe. Give it up for the Groove Cats!
Hey, how the hell are you guys doing tonight? Yeah, we're gonna do some improv games for you. We're gonna do an improv game for you. So if Andrew and Connor could have a seat right here, they're gonna be doing this scene. So what do these two guys look like? When you look at two guys that look like this, what kind of guys do these guys look like?
Bandmates.
Bandmates, okay. How old are these bandmates?
They just turned 21.
You guys just turned 21, okay. So not in high school anymore, band people. All right, and where are they right now?
Brooklyn.
Where in Brooklyn?
Bushwick.
Bushwick. I'm looking for more specific.
Mom's house.
Their mom's house in Bushwick, Brooklyn. All right. Okay. Cool. So the name and what's going on between them right now?
They're fighting over a girl.
Okay. So you guys like the same girl. Okay. So the name of the game we're going to be playing is called Subconscious Thoughts. So Savvy here is going to be playing Connor's thoughts. So Andrew can't hear these thoughts at all, right? Only Connor can hear these thoughts. And I am going to be playing Andrew's thoughts, all right? So we're going to be playing a game called Subconscious Thoughts. These guys are bandmates fighting over the same girl. Give us some love.
I hate that Mom has so many bushes in her rooms. I hate that you won't let me date Sarah too. Bro, you want to have sex with my girlfriend? Yeah.
What the fuck?
God, maybe a threesome. I'd go for a threesome. How do I say that? How do I approach that? Fuck.
What if like you were in the room at the same time? On the bed with me and her.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
I am not having sex with you. With the girlfriend. With the girlfriend. I'm not having sex with either of you in our mom's house with the bushes.
Oh.
Dude, you wanted us to be a good band.
Man, he's got a point.
That went way better than I thought it was going to go.
I mean, yeah, we gotta have
sex.
Band cohesion.
I just gotta push harder. I just gotta push harder for this. I've always wanted this.
This is gonna make us fucking rock stars.
Yeah, that's what they all do, right? They all have sex with each
Yeah,
other,
they
right?
fuck each other.
Yeah.
They fuck each other's girlfriends.
Wait. What's Mom gonna think?
Well, we're gonna do it in our mom's house, though. I mean,
God, which bush should we do it behind? Which bush? Which
So
bush?
many fucking bushes.
it's itchy. It's itchy with the bushes.
That's a good reason for us to get them to take their clothes off, and we take our clothes off, you know?
I don't even want the girl anymore. I just want this guy. All right, scene. Yeah.
Think we should say something? Or?
Nah, let it go. Look at that.
Aww.
Hey,
whoa, we don't do that
whoa,
here. No.
You weirdo!
There's no better shift drink than a Wild Heaven beer.
We are about to watch a clip from the 2020 Golden Pitcher winner for Best Comedic Quick Clip from Jake Rasmussen. Give it up!
You have a text from Jake. Would you like me to read it?
Yes.
We're having so much fun. I wish you could be here. Sick party.
Text Jake. Me too, man. I need this shift, otherwise I'd be there. Have a beer for me.
You have a picture from Jake. Would you like me to describe it?
Sure.
Your friends are standing in a half circle holding beers. Someone just told a very good joke and everyone is laughing. Daniel, your college roommate is standing shoulder to shoulder with your ex-girlfriend Melissa. They are looking at each other while they laugh, implying they are attracted to each other.
Text Daniel.
Auto reply from Daniel. BRB. Proposing.
Proposing?
Jake just posted a status update on Facebook. Congrats. Can't wait for the wedding.
Wedding?
Do you want to comment?
No.
Commenting. No.
No!
I don't know what I want and I can never get enough. I've been labeled insatiable. I'm playing with my demons cause they're all coming to get me. In the end and never get it. Never saw it coming. All the red flags mean I'm winning. Gonna have to self-destruct. I got my finger on the button. Not sure where I'm headed but I'm going till I'm gone. Till I'm I've been labeled insatiable. I'm playing with my demons cause they're all coming to get me. In the end and the beginning, never saw it coming. All the red flags mean I'm winning. Gonna have to self-destruct. I got my finger on the button. Not sure where I'm headed but I'm going till I'm gone. Till I'm gone.
right, the Ain't Sisters, everyone, you guys ready for some banter? Yeah. Banter with the band. It's cute, right? I made it up. That's why I need some confirmation. I'm just kidding. You Banturds. Banturds would have been good too. That would not have been bad. But we have right now Richie, Arrie, Barb, and Justin. So that makes up the band. I have one question per band member because Dom only gives me 7 minutes. So blame him. No, I'm just kidding. Richie, you're the newest one. Now these guys, you guys have been together for a decade.
Yes.
Except for you.
I'm the new guy.
But you came with this instrument, which I'm very curious. It's called a shitar.
It's called a shitar.
Right?
Yeah.
It is, for real.
It's the shitar.
So I need it explained because it's very interesting.
Yes, so the shitar is also called the dritar. And a friend of ours, Matt Donald here in Atlanta, actually made it for me. It was a design that came from, I went and saw the Wood Brothers, if anybody's ever seen the Wood Brothers. And during one of their sets, the drummer comes out and played one of these, and I was like, I want that, because usually as a drummer, you're sitting down, you're back behind the scene, kind of covering, making sure everything's just holding it down. And with this, I get to be up front, hang out with them, and just get up on the mic.
So is this a thing you can buy, or is this kind of like your thing, yours?
No,
it's just
yours. Buy these. You have to have it made. But my buddy Matt Donald makes them. It's dritar. I've got the information on the back. Anybody wants to talk?
Nice. Has anyone ever seen one of those before? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The drummer, the guitar drummer.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I get to stand out and be with everybody else. That's the best part about it.
Very cool. Okay, so your name is very interesting because Ain't Sisters has a story, and I did hear this story, but I need Barb to tell everybody the story. If Barb could tell us the story.
So we were in Folly Beach, playing on the pier in sundresses, minding our own business and just kind of trying to entertain the folks, lots of kiddos dancing and stuff. And an officer got extremely aggressed about us playing our guitars on the pier. And when he approached us, we tried just kicking our cases shut and, being like, we're not asking for money. And he was like, no, you need to get the hell out of here. And we were like, well, you probably, you seem very upset over this. And perhaps maybe I said something about his genitalia. And so the band name came because all the people that were dancing around and stuff kept coming up to us, and they were happy. They were like, hey, you and your sister are really good. And we were like, thanks, we ain't sisters, but thank you.
But now we have a name.
And so then when we were in the holding cell at Folly Beach, they were like, well, we should just call ourselves that because that would be funny. And seems to be.
Ain't Sisters, I love it.
We're the Ain't Sisters, and we're free.
You guys do kind of look a little bit like sisters, so I can see how they would do that, for sure. Yeah. So Arrie is actually in more than one band, right?
Yes.
So she does double duty. She has this band and then Tire Fire.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So the story is during COVID, they did a meme war to try to, get a little bit of promotion going, and it got a little brutal. So we have some of that on here. It's because of Barb. Barb made it brutal. Okay, so we're gonna show a couple.
I
haven't even seen these.
She sent me like 20 memes, which are all super funny. But 4, Dominic, he's rough. He's rough, but the only 4. So now we need him up on the screen, or. Yeah, when there's so many, right?
I believe
so many damn songs.
I believe Barb made this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, I do forget my lyrics frequently. That's
good. Next one. Okay. Wow.
I
don't even remember.
I thought that was Sean.
It might be Sean.
Sean Hartley's got a wicked sense of humor.
Sean Hartley's.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Desire to hear good music is gone. Next one. I don't know if there is. Is there? We don't know. Okay, we got one more.
Yeah.
I don't remember how.
Just patiently untangling all the problems you make when you play
I took that
in
picture.
2 bands.
And made that meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, COVID was a little rough, and you came out of it, with a meme war instead of new stuff, right? Something like that.
It's like a slight little
instead of
problem.
new stuff. But these guys, I listen to all your songs on Spotify, and they're fabulous. And they do some with this with the indie rock with the bluegrass, and then you have some with like kind of an island vibe. And then the next album, there is kind of an island vibe, right?
Yeah, there's you can't really pigeonhole it. It's a little of everything.
It's like all over.
We call it good music you'll like.
Yeah.
That's our genre.
Yeah.
Well, Arrie told me you tell me how you describe the music instead of me saying it. No.
Oh, I was thinking now more like Ween mixed with Indigo Girls because we do like every different genre. Like we don't like care. We switch a bunch.
Well, when I was talking to Arrie, she said it's kind of like we can walk you down the aisle for your wedding and then beat up your ex in the parking lot. I'm like, there you go. That's a mix. And you got it all covered. So, Justin, you designed the album cover, at least the first draft for the next album, which is like it's gonna be like more like a punk
I think
rock
I did
band
it before COVID.
thing.
I think it was like
that was
a long time ago, so we might change it.
It's
pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
I don't. Do you do this? Do you do like? I mean,
every once in a while.
Okay.
Like I made a bunch of flyers before COVID, and we were going to play the Claremont. And I was really proud of this flyer that I made for the Claremont Lounge, and then. Now there's not bands there anymore. Like COVID happened.
I know.
Waste
Everything
like 4
changed.
flyers, so we might make into a T-shirt.
Yeah.
What was our name on that one?
Oh, I don't remember, but it had us in like the leather and stuff.
Was it Sex Fight?
Sex Fight.
Was it that? Or was it?
Was it?
That's good.
We had to come up with fake band names because management.
His management.
Yeah.
So the next one is you guys are starting this in July, the new band one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So what has it been like playing with this group that's been together forever? Apparently they can't keep a drummer, and I heard that's your fault. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I've been with them. I've been around for a long time, so we're all a musical family. I've been
good.
part of the scene for about 20 years, and I played with a bunch of different bands around town and around the region too. And COVID happened, everything got weird, and things were just kind of in the right place at the right time, and they were like, let's just try this out, and started playing with them, and I sang a little backup harmony, and the Shittar came around.
Yeah, there you go.
We started playing some festivals, and everything started lining up, and we're starting to kind of create all these rearrangements and new music, and it's like, it's getting some really cool stuff happening. We got some big festivals coming up. We're playing, if anybody's ever heard of it, or playing Halloween 2024 down in Suwanee, which is a big one. It's like 50,000 people.
Nice.
And then we got some things, other
Get
things.
Off the Grid up in South Carolina, which is a solar-powered festival.
Yeah, that's really cool.
We're playing Roots Revival this year, which is
Suwanee as well.
Suwanee, same places, Hula.
Yeah, and you guys have a couple free concerts coming up in August, right?
We've got a free show on Sunday.
This Sunday.
At Napoleon's.
In Decatur.
And then we're also playing From the Earth.
From the Earth.
On August 26th.
6th.
Yeah, 26th. So from the Earth is.
And your Instagram for people to follow you is?
The Instagram.
The Instagram. So, love it. And the music is on Spotify and everywhere you listen to music. So you guys give it up for these guys. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, now we are about to witness a local improv troupe come up here and give us some funny scenes about the interview questions that we just discovered here. So please give it up for the bitchiest team in Atlanta. Bitches!
How's everyone doing tonight? It is nighttime. Yes.
It is night.
Awesome. We're so excited to be here, y'all. We're bitches. And we're going to do some long-form improv based on what we just saw. So here it is. Thanks, y'all. Woo!
Excuse me, are you guys lost? Just a little. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's only 2 p.m. We don't really wake up until like 10 or 11. It gets a little hot around midnight to 1. So if you're trying to really have a good time, you might be a little early.
Well, we could come back and then have a good time then.
Have a good time, yeah. We're from out of town.
Yeah, we're out-of-towners.
Are you guys hiding guitars?
No,
behind you?
We're just from out of town.
We know there's no bands.
We don't have bands
here.
No, we just have a DJ. No, we love DJs.
Yeah.
We both are
Is that a... No, I swear to God, there is a harpsichord down there.
How do you know about harpsichord? You play?
Are you judging me based on my exterior presentation?
No, I
love harpsichord.
Well, should we be honest? Real or fake? Real or fake?
I mean, yeah, okay.
Real. We are playing our harpsichord,
Sure.
but ours are kind of a little bit different. Don't touch! It's one of a kind. Okay. It's one of a kind, so you just can't touch it like that.
Okay.
So our harpsichord is a popsicle, and it's played just a little bit differently.
Okay, I would love to see how you play it.
You
Please.
know, like a piano?
Okay.
Or
yes.
like the thing where you go like this. Harmonica? Sure, whatever you call it. You know those instruments?
Yes.
And then do you also know a cello?
Yes.
And then this
clarinet.
Ladies, I have an MFA in music. I know all of these instruments.
We just picked them up by YouTube, but that's really cool for you.
Yeah.
Well, the hopsicle is all of those things combined.
Wow, that is a feat of engineering.
Yeah.
If I and I don't want to overstep your creative.
So don't.
Okay. I just I was thinking I could play that while doing my act. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Well, like,
Fine.
What do you think?
Well, because you said there's no bands allowed.
Yeah, how are we supposed to play if there's no bands allowed in this field?
Okay, ladies. There are
Please
no.
don't touch me.
Okay.
But thank you.
There are no bands allowed, but there are exotic dancers allowed. So.
Oh my God, that's so inclusive.
So if we could just work this into like a routine.
Well, lucky for you, the Hopsicle Popsicle 3000 also has a DDR step machine.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah.
So if we're just doing this while playing.
It's exotic dance and an exotic instrument.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, together.
Careful.
Sorry, let us put this down. It's huge.
One of a kind.
It's very
You cannot get it anywhere else.
Okay.
Welcome to the band. But
Oh shit. Hey Walter.
yeah. Yes.
Hey man.
Hey.
I just want you to know I respect you so much as an artist.
Thank you so much. That means so much.
Yeah. What you do with marble is a marvel. You know,
yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's amazing. So we did kind of find out that show's no longer happening. However, what if we took a picture and put it on a t-shirt?
That doesn't really feel the same as the show.
I think it could be great, you know? I mean, still a tribute to all the work you put in for this very specific moment.
Yeah, just the t-shirt, you know, people don't wear t-shirts anymore. They don't appreciate t-shirt art. What if do you have Twitter? Or MySpace or Facebook or any of those things? What if you were to create like a funny like thing about me and my art and put it up on the line, online?
Whoa.
Since you're like taking my show away, it's kind of the least you can do is make a thing about me and put it online for people to laugh at.
Like,
in a positive way.
Yeah. Like something with like a viral potential.
Something that's so funny that everyone's clicking away on it like, who the heck is this Waltz guy? And why isn't he playing a live show? But this is so funny.
Hey, I was gonna help over here, but what if we made something about how you always poop your pants at shows? Right.
I don't think that people would think that's funny.
No, but
that's actually a health condition. So I don't.
Sorry.
I don't see why people would think that's funny.
We used to call you the Bandter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
you
such
always
a
dropped
fun
a little
time.
turd before going on stage.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was funny. It was funny, right?
It was so funny until that person slipped on it and died, and you said you wouldn't bring it up anymore.
Okay.
I got a lawsuit because of my IBS.
Which you won.
Yeah.
You won.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was an accident.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I pooped.
How would that 13-year-old know that there was poop on the ground?
Watch where you're going.
Yeah, exactly. She's a dum-dum. You see, so that's the meme.
Absolutely.
That's the meme.
You guys don't think it's like a breach of anything? Like we could just do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, potty humor is always a hit, and combined with fine art, where could it go wrong?
I love it.
I have all the court pictures, so I have the incident on camera.
Perfect. Oh my God. Oh my God, Lisa.
What is it?
Lisa. The have-nots are breaking up.
Oh my God!
Oh. We have to go to their last concert.
We have to. It is in a forest, a 5-mile hike from the nearest road, and there is no running water, electricity, or Wi-Fi. But we have to go.
We have to do it for Claire.
We need to. Claire would love this.
She would have loved this. She would have soared at this concert.
She would have made our map to get in.
She would have told us funny little jokes along the way.
She would have thrown her panties at the stage, and we'd be like, Claire,
Claire, put your panties back on, you whore. For Claire.
For Claire.
The best concert of our lives.
Come on, let's go.
Cut to the concert.
How much longer are we walking? I think I've seen that tree 5 times.
I don't know, I'm trying to follow the star, what do they call it? Constellation.
It is cloudy.
I know,
Elizabeth.
but if you squint, you can see a constellation.
I think we would hear that the band is playing, right? I feel like we'd be close enough that we'd hear that the band is playing.
Oh, they're a whispered band. Don't be stupid.
Wait, oh.
Hi. Oh my God, he's so cute. He's so cute. He's so cute.
Be brave. Be brave. Be brave. Titties up. Titties
Hi.
up. Titties up.
Stop touching me. Okay. Hi.
What's up?
Sorry, my sister and I fight all the time. It's so stupid. It's so idiot.
Well, we're not like sisters.
No, but we're like best friends, and you say that we say that we're sisters. It hurts my feelings when we say that we're close and we say that we're sisters.
We are not sisters. We are not sisters.
Okay, we're not physically related, but we're like sisters because we're super close.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, man, I was actually gonna ask, because you guys look super similar, but I did see y'all making out pretty heavily.
Well, that's the thing, because like we love each other so much.
It's just like a thing that whenever we get excited, we just like mwah,
mwah. And whenever we're out on a hike, we're allowed to kiss. And whenever we're eating donuts, we're allowed to kiss. Whenever we're watching swimming, we're allowed to kiss when we're swimming.
Whenever we are.
When we were in jail that one time,
we were allowed to touch
titties. We touched titties.
Yeah.
And kiss.
And kissed.
But we're like sisters.
No, it's just like sisters. No, it's in a very sisterly way.
Yeah, I mean, me and my sister are super similar, honestly, so I get it.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
You and your sister are like weirdly close?
I mean, not if we're just close.
No,
in the same
different.
way.
It's different.
He's cute. Don't worry about the
I just think
flex.
it's kind of weird. Okay. You and your sister are close, is what you're saying? You guys are like close?
Yeah.
And you're a guy and she's a girl. And you guys are brother and sister?
I don't see why gender has to enter into this at all.
I'm not falling for that one. It's kind of weird. It's just weird. It's just weird. It's just weird.
Let's circling back. We are very lost. Are you also going to the what's the okay?
I don't know. We're just hiking.
Okay, never mind. We're just hiking.
I'm just like over it.
You guys, are you sure you don't want? Sorry, I did make a map. I'm really excited to throw my panties on stage. It's just something I enjoy doing.
He's just like Claire.
No, I know.
He's
just
like Claire.
That's what I was thinking. He reminds me of Claire. Yeah, cool. We can all like travel together or whatever.
All right, cool.
You can come travel with us while we walk.
You can.
I hope you don't mind music.
No, it's.
Because we're gonna play it the whole way.
Oh, you guys are also musicians.
Yeah, we have our harmonicos in our bags. They're instruments we made all on our own.
Yeah, we figured we could open at the festival.
If we just showed them our instrument.
Just show the instrument. Yeah. That is actually how it works. That's what I've heard. Is if you show up and you just show off a cool ass instrument, they're like, that's our opener tonight.
You think?
Absolutely.
Wait.
Absolutely.
Senior, are you in?
Oh, no,
are
no,
you?
no.
Guys, are you in that band?
I'm in like 32 bands.
Shut up!
That's where we know you from.
Oh my God, he is famous. Famous.
No, I've just been on the scene for a while.
No, you've been on the scene like forever. When we were in diapers, we were watching you. How old are you? You're so old.
My mom was really into you.
Yeah, our mom loved you.
Yeah.
Wait. Our mom loved our dad was a musician. But we're not sisters. So that can't be right. That can't be right. But wait. Our moms loves our dads.
Wait. Are your moms named Belinda and Charlie?
Oh, God. Did you have sex with our moms?
Yeah, the twins, Belinda and Charlie.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense. You guys ain't sisters, you're cousins.
The Twitter account, where we get a handle on the news.
That's right, this is the Twitter account where we get a handle on the news. This is the news portion of the show. So let's get to the headlines. A Girl Scout in Philadelphia was robbed of $50 in cash this week while selling Thin Mints. In other words, she experienced what it was like to buy a box of Thin Mints. A woman in North Georgia gave birth to the first ever set of quadruplets at the Gainesville Hospital this week. Her 4 baby girls are named McKenna, Tegan, Sawyer, and Callie. The mother has been described as white. A 50-year-old Japanese man tragically died after his 6-ton pornography collection fell on top of him. Okay, you may laugh, but that could have happened to any one of us. NASA scientists announced this week that they found microbes in a cave in Mexico that may be up to 50,000 years old, making it officially the second oldest living organism after Keith Richards. 30 pounds of cocaine was found in the nose of an American Airlines plane during, quote, routine maintenance. Still to be questioned, the 3 other planes seen going to the bathroom with it. A type of solar eclipse known as a ring of fire will be visible in the sky over the western U.S. in the fall this year. That is, unless Sam and Frodo make it to Mordor first. I'll admit that was more for just me. A city in China has created special free parking spaces to be used only by people stopping to use the bathroom. Yeah, we have that in America too. It's called Arby's. There's a new McDonald's that just opened in the Vatican last week. And I'll be honest, Atlanta, I could not settle on one joke for this one, so just get ready for a regular Catholic McFlurry of jokes. That's right. There's McDonald's that just opened in the Vatican this week. Just what the Catholic Church needed, more Mass. Yes, thank you. Weekly confessions have McTripled. Thank you. As it says in the Bible, God made woman out of man's right McRib. Apparently the Pope orders from the collar menu. Okay. That's right, at night you can always see those golden archdiocese. And finally, speaking of the McRib, the new way to tell if it's coming back is when there's black smoke coming out of the chimney. Anyways, thank you. An adulting school opened recently in Maine to teach young adults grown-up skills. Its first lesson, move out of Maine. Now, speaking of travel, summer is officially here and people all over the world are embarking on travels of their own. With all that fun and adventure, there can also be quite a few pitfalls along the way. So we thought it might be fun to bring a genuine travel expert who knows the tips and tricks. So please give a warm Twitter account welcome to Citizen of the World, Nigel Rumpus. Nigel Rumpus.
Peace, brother, peace.
Thank you.
Good to see you, peace.
And also with you.
Peace.
Nigel, I'm so glad you could find time to come to this little show with all the world traveling that you do.
Yeah, me too. You know, I'm a true citizen of the world. Border to border, state to state, all around this great land of ours.
Wow. Well, I'm really excited to ask you some questions. Like, if I'm traveling abroad this summer, what would you say is like a little hidden gem that I might check out that's off the beaten path maybe?
Little known fact is the best place to go this summer is Singapore. Now, a lot of people think you got to be singer rich to go to Singapore. But I'm not giving you tips for tourists. I'm giving you tips to help you live like a local. Singapore, those people are very, very delicate and private, so you have to know the language when you go. You walk up and you say something like, "Buenos días, mi amigo. ¿Qué pasa?"
Okay. just in Spanish like that. Just
No, I'm in Singapore, so I'm speaking Singaporean.
Okay, and they say buenos dias.
Yeah.
Am I getting that wrong, or
your poor untraveled ears aren't picking up the nuances of the Singapore accent? But please ask me about someplace else. Obviously, you're local.
That's fair. Quite a dig. Okay, so let's maybe say maybe we're not trying to go off the beaten path. Maybe we want to just like spare no expense. Like, what's price is no object. I just hit the lottery. Where am I going this summer?
It's a place that we all know. They treat you like royalty, jolly old England. And once again, when you go to England, if you're looking for the best fish and chips, you got to know how to ask the locals. So you walk up and you say, "Hey, boy, what gwine? Me look for fish and chip here, no?"
Okay, that's just how the locals and
everybody in London says "what gwine, boy."
Are we thinking that's like a South London, or is that more west? Is that Bath?
It kind of like the east side of London.
The east side of London.
East London.
Sorry, it's just I guess my ears couldn't pick up on that particular dialect.
Yeah, it's a little Cockney, if you know what I mean.
Oh, okay. I thought Cockney was something completely different from that, but that's...
Most people who've never been anywhere usually do.
Wow. All right. So, all right, let's just say that's abroad. What if I wanted to stay here domestically and maybe hit some in-states travel? What's a citizen of the world think about these United States?
Well, these United States, the best places are on our coast. If you want sun, sand, and beautiful babes on the beach, you go to wonderful sunny California. And you know how to talk to those beach babes. You say, "Hey, little lady, what's going on with you? You pert near the prettiest thing I never seen in my life." That's beach talk.
Is that beach talk?
That's how the local surf guys rap.
See, you've been telling me that I'm not very well traveled so far yet. If Georgia's the only place I've been, I feel like I would have heard that accent here in Georgia.
Well, that's because a lot of people from California come to Georgia, don't you know? Not all people just stay in one place.
Sure. I guess that's fair. I mean, yet another dig at me, but I don't know. Let's just maybe, were you always a citizen of the world, or was there a specific place that you visited that really you had an experience and you recommend to other people?
My spirit learned to yearn for travel when I visited Jamaica. The spiritual grounding of the people was fantastic. And I remember sitting at the foot of a Jamaican man in Kingston, and he looked at me and he said, "Boyo, don't you ever forget your shillelagh."
Shillelagh, the Irish word. In Jamaica?
Take that up with the man in Kingston there, John. I don't want to step on anybody's shillelagh, you understand?
That's very true. All right, well, just give us one more to sign off with. What are you projecting is going to be the new hotness? What's going to be what everyone's talking about 3 years from now?
3 years from now, everybody will be talking about the new up-and-coming hot destination for the rich and famous, Decatur, Georgia.
Incredible. Wait, Najee, you mind if I give this one a try?
Try it.
So in Decatur, they say, "Hey, fuck your mother, park the car, have it, yeah." Is that?
You done been someplace, son!
Oh,
How about that?
Nigel Rumpus, everybody. Thank you very much.
Peace.
Back to the headlines. A student at UC Davis has installed a Plan B vending machine in the school's health center. The idea makes sense given that UC Davis is most students' Plan B school. This week, a Montana man was charged with his 23rd DUI. And if you've ever been to Montana, you know that's a record for fewest DUIs. According to Pew, at least one person in the United States has been shot by a toddler every week for the last 2 years. The toddler is still at large. And that's been the Twitter account. For ATL Live, I've been John Timmers. Enjoy the rest of the show.
I can't believe it took us this long to get sad.
I know, right?
We appreciate your patience. Have these beers on us.
This isn't the appetizer I ordered.
My apologies. Please enjoy these beers while we remake your appetizer.
Excuse me, there is a human finger in my salad.
Mine too.
I'm so sorry. We'll fix it.
No bother. I just bring the beers.
There's no better shift drink than a Wild Heaven beer.
All right, we are in for a treat. Coming up, we have the 2022 Golden Pitcher winner for Best International Sketch from Sunday Treat. Give it up.
Janet!
Bill, this is huge.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I need time to think. And at this point, I knew what lay before us all. Something new, something innovative, something fresh. I call it a slice.
This changes everything.
Talking about sliced bread this morning. Revolutionised the food industry. So easy.
If you've tried it, you'll never go back. We need to invest now. Because this is the best thing since... I don't even know!
I can hold it in one hand.
That's not going to fill you up, mate. And it just pops out the top.
Yep, literally just like that.
Why the hell didn't we think of this? What's wrong with you people?
Could pick some up for us.
I think I'll stick with me Weatherby Bloomer, thank you very much.
你前邊有兩飯，你揀邊飯？
就呢一個。
Is that sliced wholemeal? Yeah, but it's basically just sliced white. They aren't really innovating anymore, you know?
So, how do you create innovation? Is it a spark?
No.
Is it a...
It's about being able to say no to 1,000 things. And yes, to just one.
Now consumed by billions across the globe, sliced bread's impact on humanity is arguably the main contributing factor in the recent climate change summit, and to a larger extent, the celebrated World Peace Treaty.
Please welcome to the stage a man whose idea defined a generation.
Ruin.
Hey y'all, my name's Heather Parody and I am here to interrupt. My job is to interrupt this scheduled programming and introduce you to somebody really special. Have you ever heard of this man named Martin Short? Most know him as a Canadian American actor. There you go. A Canadian American actor, comedian, and writer. He's received an insane amount of awards. Emmy Award, Tony Award, Primetime Award. I don't even know if that's a real award. Never heard of it. Oh, Primetime Emmy Award, sorry. He's literally a legend. You know who else is a legend? Another man named Martin Short, who was contracted through the government to share entrepreneurial information to the public. That's right, my friends. This is the Martin Short.
Y'all, I'm excited. We have Martin Short with us today. Everybody give a round of applause. Martin, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, it's my pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me, Heather.
Now, you're a pro. You told me this wasn't your first interview today. You had an interview just this afternoon. Are you famous or something? What's going on?
No, not famous. It was just my 9 to 5.
Your 9 to 5 gives you interviews? What?
Work. Yeah. So as being a public information officer, part of the job is to do radio, TV interviews to get the word out about program services. I'm not new to this. I actually enjoy it until I get too many of them. Wait a minute here. I'm a little bit too busy right now.
Okay. I got to sit with that in just a second, but tell me a little bit more about your work. You said a public what?
Officer.
Information. Okay. Tell me, what does that mean?
So what that means is it's my job to distribute information to the public, to interact and engage with with media outlets. If someone calls and wants to ask us some questions, do an interview, live interview, or record it, I'll either do it or I'll put someone in leadership on that.
So any information, it can be like what's going on with AI or what?
Business related information, small
business related. Okay.
Yes, information for entrepreneurs.
Interesting. So give me an example, like a piece of information that y'all share out to the public with business.
So let's just say we're having a program, and it's a program that can benefit entrepreneurs and small business owners, and it's just been newly put in place. And so I very well could connect with the media and go out to promote it through doing interviews.
That's so cool. Y'all hear this? The perfect person. He's a professional interviewer. I'm so glad that I'm glad you do what you do in life, because here's my first question I actually have for you. The other Martin Short we found on the internet, which y'all got to fact check us because you know how the internet is, but apparently the way that he prepares to be interviewed, I'm going to read that to you, and I want to see if it's similar to the way you do it, okay? So the way that he prepares to be a guest on a talk show or something like that, he says, what I do for a typical talk show appearance, I'm not exaggerating. I'll send in 18 pages ahead of time so that those folks can read it. And then he gets on the phone with them and they go over the 18 pages. It sounds like he is a way over preparer. Are you similar when somebody says they want to interview you? Do you go crazy preparing, or do you just show up and wing it?
I don't do 18 pages. There's no way. I will do talking points, right?
Okay.
And that's like maybe a half a page, just depending on the length of the interview. And no, I do not talk to them prior to. I email them the talking points, and we go to make it happen.
I just talked to somebody and they said that they've had to deal with having the same name as a famous person. What's it been like for you carrying the name Martin Short?
It's been hell. Holy hell.
I'm sorry. Why?
So it doesn't matter where I go, who I run into. Once the reason or question comes about what's your name, then the joke comes, right? So the entrepreneur in me wants to figure out how to monetize this thing for some reason. But anyway, it's all fun, it's all laugh, and it's nice to be recognized or identified with someone who has a famous name.
Do you like
I never thought about it. Excuse me?
Do you like Martin Short?
I watched him in a movie, Amigos. He was all right. He was okay, funny.
Okay, funny. Listen, apparently when he was a kid, he used to pretend like he was a famous singer, and he also had an imaginary TV show that he called the Martin Short Variety Hour. So were you like that as a little boy? Did you like pretend and imagine things? What was your vibe back then?
No, I wasn't like that at all. I think I did have an imagination, and I probably did do some pretending, but not along the lines of him doing a variety show. I probably pretended to be, when I grew up, to become a farmer or something like that.
Right.
Or something that I identified with that was a part of my community, my environment.
Cool. This is a really gross fact about Short, but let's go here. Apparently, we read on the internet, which again, y'all, like I'll always say, fact check it because you never know. Short and Martin and Tom Hanks apparently all get together every year for their colonoscopy party. They drink laxatives that they are meant to have before the procedure. They play poker and watch comedy movies together beforehand and then go out for a big meal afterwards. So let's look into the future. If you were to have a colonoscopy party, who would you invite?
That's a good one. You caught me off guard there.
You
Who has
weren't
a
ready.
colonoscopy party?
You weren't ready. This is what happens when you're named Martin Short. I'm sorry, man.
Yes, I probably would invite my buddies who are having a colonoscopy as well. I probably would do it the same way, or I'll just end up toughing it out by myself and have my own little party.
Listen, my friend, I want to thank you so much for coming on this show. I have a final question for you.
Sure.
Obviously, we're speaking to artists, a lot of comedians, people who are giving their heart and soul and energy constantly to, like you said, build something from nothing. And here's the truth. I think this overlaps into entrepreneurship. We don't always see like the fruit of our labor off the bat. Sometimes it's years. It usually takes a lot longer than what we think. So I would love to tap into your entrepreneurial mind and what you've seen with business and see how that correlates into the arts. What would you say to all those listening right now who maybe are in that really frustrated season of not seeing traction? What's your wisdom there?
My wisdom there is hopefully you're passionate, because you're going to need that fuel to constantly keep you going. There's a thing we call stick-to-itness. And that means stay in the course. Stay the course. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And if you're genuine and true to your cause and you believe in yourself and you believe in what you're doing, stick to it. Yeah. Stay the course.
That's it. Martin Short, I know it's been a pain in your ass having this name, but it brought you to us. So I'm so grateful you were born and have this name. It was an honor connecting with you today.
Same here, Heather. It's been a pleasure.
Give it up for Heather Parody. Wow. Yeah, what's in the name? Wow. All right, this is our last segment. It's a very fun segment. It's called Off the Handle Awards. And what happens is our research team has curated 4 videos of people just being people. And what will happen, we'll watch all 4 clips, and then a QR will come on the screen. You will pull out your phones, scan the QR code, and then vote on the winner. And we will announce the winner in real time. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, let's see them. So pull out your phones. Vote on that. Oh. All right. The winner of Off the Handle Awards is getting a leg up. She deserved that. Yeah. She really did. She totally did. Now I am going to bring up the creator and executive producer of ATL Live. Everybody put your hands together for Dominic Ricano.
Thank you all very much again. The three pillars of All the Laughs ATL is community, collaboration, and of course comedy. And I think you witnessed that all tonight. It takes a village, and once you think you have a village and that village burdens down, you get another village, and you don't know how many times things turned over, and it's just so amazing and how strong and collaborative this community is. So I love you all for that. I love all the volunteers that are here tonight to make this happen, and just want to let you know our next live ATL Live is going to be August 16th, which is also the same day that we're going to announce the 2023 Golden Pitcher nominees. So if you want to win this beautiful Golden Pitcher, made by the same people who make the Emmys and the MTV Music Awards, the VMAs, it's a very nice, prestigious award. I just want to say thank you, I love you, and thanks for sharing all the laughs.